About 2 months ago, acting President Dr. Samuel Sako made a request. Give me $2 million, he said, and I will take you to Boya. Thousands of Ambazonians have since made contributions into that fund drive. I announce to you today that the time is now up for delivery. Again, you heard me right. The time is up for delivery.
My country people them, I want to thank Anonymous Legion when I put all these videos them together. Now just some of the lies them this, where these fake pastors they should from Maryland, they tell Una for 2018, Una believe them, until today, there is still full Una. Same Una continue for give them their money, and some Cameroonians them as dull as they be, they still they out there, they give them their money. My trip to Boya, it totally failed. And now they exhibit this, now they evidence this. When I listen to their own communications guy, I go explain them for una. They promise come back kind thing. Say hurricane they come since 2018 never come. Say my trip to Boya since 2018 that flight never land. For Tico, for Bamenda, for Boya as they be promised. Una listen.
The time is up for delivery. Though the donations period was extended to the end of this month, President Sako has said that he can no longer wait. He will be taking on the trip while more funds continue to come in. The journey has therefore begun, and the journey destination isn't going to be at the one and indivisible Federal Republic of Cameroon. No. It is not going to be in Douala or Yaoundé. It is going to be in the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. The flight will land in Tico, in Bamenda, and in Manfe, and final destination is Boya. A hurricane is about descending on French Cameroon, and those who stand along its path will be swept away like trash. Very soon, very, very soon, my trip to Boya will be a project accomplished. If your name is not yet in the records, get your ticket now before it is too late. You have only until end of this month to do so. But again, I want to thank our boys who are putting up a real fight in Boya. We will take Boya. There is no other option. Boya will fall. Of course, the governor is already left, sleeping in Douala and coming over to Boya. They will all leave. Now, we have also learned, take this very important, that Patrick Ekema is forming his own army in Boya. We want him to rest assured that we are aware of every move of his own. They can run and hide. They will not hide every day. They say 99 days for the thief, 1 day for the owner. Patrick Ekema, you got the news. We are aware, this interim government is aware you are setting up a private militia in Boya and in other locations in Fako. We will answer you. And again, I really want to appreciate what our restoration forces are doing in Boya and Fako as a whole. That is the battleground, the final battleground for this revolution. We will get to Boya. And that governor's mansion will be vacant very, very soon. Very, very soon. Remember, I have not forgotten. We have not forgotten. We promised a hurricane. It is on the way. It is coming. And it's not going to take any longer. It is on the way. So please, our restoration forces, we appreciate you and we encourage you to keep on doing what you are doing. You are the best that God has given Embezzlement to defend our territory and defend our independence. So please keep up the good job.
Ground Zero stands because you who have paid for your trip, you have made it possible. If we renege, if we waver, Ground Zero will quake. If we falter, Ground Zero will falter. Let's not be tired of giving. I still stand by the promise to deliver Buea to you sooner than later. With what we have raised so far, the planning stage is now over. We have already moved into the implementation phase of my trip to Buea. I want to assure you, mark my words, and mark this day, La Republique will hear from us really soon. We have not waited to raise all the funds to begin the implementation of our winning strategies. While implementation goes on, we are extending the fundraising by 1 more month, ending on June 30th, for more people who have not yet bought their tickets to do so. Please, everyone else is counting on you. I want to appeal to all God-loving and prayerful people in our country to pray for the interim government and pray particularly for the leading of the Holy Spirit. I have no doubt in my heart that we are still standing because of prayers and God's intervention. We can raise billions of dollars and have the best military and recruit the best trained personnel for this war. That unless God leads the way and gives us direction, our efforts will be as good as nothing. With God, I can see victory written all over the place. Let us claim it. Let us stand on it. We will soon begin to sing the song of victory. We have overcome.
You know, the existence of the idea of Gary has won a lot of admiration because it gives us now. I watched the mayor of Mamfe interpreting Gary. I am the author of Gary, of the Gary process. I've never interpreted it. So I only owe a court that will call me that come and interpret Gary, and then I will interpret Gary the way I want to interpret it. I have the key to the interpretation. You can take it the way you want to take it. It's not my responsibility. But people who follow me and who know what I mean by Gary, they know what I mean by Gary. And when I say we should Gary, those people, they already know what I mean. So I am still going to say it, that we have to Gary those people in Victoria. When I say those people, you understand. Because you now know that these people have now contacted Facebook. Facebook is reviewing my videos of 1 year ago. Yes, that stopped put up some of my videos social media. I just saw that a video that I posted about the gendarmerie in Mamfe, that are removing those videos. So we have to take this fight to Facebook. We have to start thinking of protesting, because Facebook is a very important channel where we pass our messages. Now, I want to say it here without fear of favor, without fear of persecution, without fear of being jailed, to tell the mayor that he will be arrested if he dares any further to call any rally without the permission of the interim government. And if we arrest him, we are going to apply the Gary process on one of his legs. We'll apply the Gary process on one of his legs. I want all politicians to know this fact, that elections, campaigns will not hold in Southern Cameroon. You see, that mayor and I, we are staunch enemies. He is the one who attacked me with a botabi in Manu, followed me with his car to hit me, and I only survived by the grace of God. And that is why I tell people that, ask people who know me in Mamfe and in Manu, in Southwest, ask all colleagues journalists, that I left the mouth of the lion and nothing happened, and so nothing is going to happen. Now, with that said, our people must strategize to apply the Gary process to all of these other mad dogs from across the Mongo who think that they are watching at us while the regime kills us. Just a minute. Now, the sincerity of the application of this principle of garrison these people in our neighborhoods is going to change the ideology of the military, because they think that they can only kill us. But once we apply this principle where we garrison these people back, if they kill 5 of our people, we should garrison 15 of their people, not complete garrison the dominant hand. That's what somebody proposed, that the dominant hand should be garrisoned. This is very vital. Let me say this. You see, a lot of these people think that we are joking because they still move freely in our territory. Once you apply this principle of garrising their hands, you know, they will now understand one thing. They will know how much business you mean when you carry their hands. Just a minute. And this should be the dominant hand. Why do I say the dominant hand? Because when you want to pick up something to harm our people, and the major hand that you use in harming our people is not functional, then you will understand that you have definitely, that they will understand that we have definitely just started. The military will just approach towards the way they deal with our people. Let me say this and say it very clearly. The essence of putting up this garrison process is rooted in the ability to create an everlasting impression.
We are going to lose this war, and by the time our eye open 2 years down the line, we will not have the vanguards and the soldiers on the ground to be able to speak again for our country. It will just be noise. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. That is just the fact, and that is just the reality. You are hearing from the most credible Ambazonian soldier who is in touch with the pulse of our streets. The Ambazonian soldier, where he didn't defect, will be help them for carry out those operations them, will be led to the killing of one of our top commander for Insa Boyo, for Insa Com, where they call a Commander J Boy, will be die, I think, on the 12th of June. The boy, the La Republique, the Ranshui, say they don't drop a gun, where they call in a RAS, they call himself a general for Fundong. Now just a simple foot soldier. Now person where he real name na O'Neill, he be na picking for the quarter head way he did for Antoine. Antoine na some quarter for inside come. Now he probably the quarter head for Antoine. Now he work with Ndang Dennis for join La Republique to come around their mission for plan the attacks and way that the ongoing for inside Boyo, for inside come in particular. And we need to keep our vigilant and also our forces them for inside 7 Kata for Bafut. They ram also be on alert, and they ram take various measures then for protect themselves against the attacks by La Republique's agent. We need to be much more careful and to take more active measures. Now laziness and lack of action on intelligence, now it always leads for all this shock the way we don't get them. So fellow Ambazonians, I get a lot of inquiry them for our people them about what they happen now, who they talk to, they hear the one they come and talk it on. When I get only one thing to know, we are going to lose this war, and by the time our eye open 2 years down the line, we will not have the vanguards and the soldiers on the ground to be able to speak again for our country. It will just be noise. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. That is just the fact, and that is just the reality. You are hearing from the most credible Ambazonian soldier who is in touch with the pulse of our streets. As I began tell you now this mentality way he talks say I no allow another man me go before. Now he drive Ambazonia them. You see some man where he dey for struggle, he go sit down in quiet. He dey wait and say if you see some other man, if he say that man go in front, then he go start begin fight for bring it down. Now just the nature we will get them. We will start for the capital of Ambazonia for Buea, where the colonial Prime Minister Ziongote arrived with dignitary them. So they hold the session of the follow-up committee for implementing the so-called Great National Dialogue. The meeting is being chaired by Diongote, all the so-called Amazonian commanders-in-chief, presidents, and so on and so forth. The one the way they be justify say they need to call lockdown for Bamenda each time we Cameroon colonial dignitary they enter for town. All of them, they don't go mute. They don't shit on, they say they no say until it happen for Boya. At least me, I don't use my mop for try for fighting them small. That means say the Amazonian groups them, they don't become now opportunists them. When they see our force they will take action, they go can't stand, they will back. And until when I say most of those times those decisions they come now for the force themselves, the leader they don't get no command and control, and are the big problem in that will get them for this trouble. Leadership in me supposed to give you the ability to generate action and to disrupt the enemy activity. When some man in the one talk, people they go to complain. Who said the lockdown day for inside Boya to stop Diongote? Who said the attack the day for inside Boya to stop the Diongote? Those the way they be dedicated for work so hard for their country. Those the way previously now they generate the attack them for inside Boya. Today, when they struggle for undermine them, I wanna go ask ourselves, say, who's are the dark forces there? But war besides you, where your job now for begin undermine those who are effective in Amazonia because say you want to become president or whatever you think you are trying to do. We don't reach out for General Sagat for beg them and for inform them about this need for wake up for shake Boya, for even fighting the people them, me them come out. And all the so-called Amazonian activists them, where they are mob them sharp, time for make complaint. When someone Amazonian activist that make mistake or he talk something, all of them, they don't quiet. Who's are the so-called scarf? They picking the way they live today, they call themselves a NAM NG or whatever they call themselves. The UN and Mark Barata and all those names the way they talk, so they fight for Amazonia. Who's are all them they? All the way they be the jump say Capo Daniel, he don't go do campaign for my media prime. He be talk say, who's are them they? All those Amazonians the way they make noise for inside WhatsApp group them. Who around kick people them out for group they say, you want our own IG group, you want our own AGC group. Who's are on a day to talk about what it happen for where? Now wait till una don't do up. Who's are the one the way when they collect money, say draft, when they collect money, say liberation tax. When I go do action for Boya.
Now for way 3 corners within now this one a market square. And at the spirit day whenever we take cup for way here, when I see now the boys in this they come with the convoy, they don't go turn for whom. We don't qualify for this final. Now the boys in this way 3 corner united, oh yeah. Way 3 corner united, oh yeah. Now then this. I like the spirit. Yes. Now the spirit this way market. Now way market this way 3 corner united. They don't qualify for all the 2 cups. So now 3 corner united. Now one spirit. Oh yeah. Take camera. Oh yeah, take camera.
What a massive turnout.
The population of 2 municipalities.
What a massive turnout to witness the final of the Mayor's Tournament
Tournament
2023. What a massive turnout. You can hear the Mayor showering more and more lucrative promises to the population of Blue after he has been motivated with the turnout.
And since time will be there for them to organize their own tournament, we take this particular tournament. So
Top, c'est parti. Ok. En direction avec le suspect, sa femme. Monsieur l'officier. L'office a parlé. Ok. Et vous voyez. Fais voir ça. Open. Avec les doigts ici, c'est ça?
Oui, il est mort.
Voilà.
Mets dedans.
Vous voyez, avec les OD ici. Ok. Ça, c'est une opération, on ne peut plus réussir.
Ok, ça va.
Ok.
Ok.
Ok. Ouais.
Parle bien le fond. Waka, allô, parle devant, coupe-moi devant. Celui qui a le déchet là-bas. Coupe-moi le fond. Vous balancez sur le cordeau direct ici.
Voilà un homme ici là, avec sa femme. Voilà un homme avec sa femme. Nous sommes au niveau de Njimafo, sur la route de Mananchi. Et là, comme vous voyez là, voilà son matériel. 4 boîtes chargeurs M21, un stock de banga. Là, le Ndomondomo. Là, son histoire épouse ici. Elle est 45. Voilà. Voilà les batteries. Look at me. Voilà les batteries qui les servent à faire les bombes, les téléphones pour désamorcer. Voilà son OD ici. Voilà son OD ici. Voilà ça ici. Voilà le téléphone pour faire exploser la bombe. Voilà le sac de banga. Tout ça. Voilà le matériel. C'est facile. Nous sommes encore à la recherche de lames. On cherchait l'âme avec lesquelles utiliser les chargeurs. On n'a pas encore trouvé. On va encore trouver l'âme. On a les chargeurs. On est en train d'investiguer. On va trouver. Et voici ici là. Général Songwa.
Ton visage.
Oh, sur la face, la mamie Pima. Voici ici là. Général Njimafo. Show me, look at me, look the picture. Lui ici. Général Njimafo. Lui. Ok.
Someone's knee is on the neck of Southwesterners, and this is the moment we should get out of what it is. We are being called to keep quiet and not to tell the truth. Take this. The man who surrendered in Etienne was number 2 to General Tenkubu. In his revelation, he says that they received orders from abroad to execute the delegates. Who gave that order from abroad? Let the name be made public so that all the facets of the state, the government, civil society, the press, activists, advocacy should be launched so that the world should release who gave that devilish order. This is not normal. How many times will Southwesterners cry? Their farmlands have all been taken. Their bushes, in fact, their villages have been invaded and taken and the natives driven away. we want to talk, they call it hate speech. What do you call hate speech? If you want to talk about hate speech, look at the causes of the hate speech. And this is what is happening. This is what is happening. We abhor and deplore hate speech. The people of Southwest are hospitable people who are very accommodating, who know to share what they have with others. If they are telling and crying out their pain, no one should call it hate speech. This is too much. We can't bear it any longer.
Senate for you. He don't tell me say they get country meeting for London for Saturday. He go check what the feed do. Make they start put back. You want we don't start on today. Not before provoke any man. Not before show power for any man. Because I not check say man get power past God. Now only for talk say while picking the door over enter bike where they don't know nothing. May they go back for school at least technical for learn something way. If the ride Okada, the find the money. We dey together? Yes. When una see me I come out, even though my machete, if you don't blunt for some way, but me too I don't clear. Me too I don't clear. As we don't start so today, with climate, even nature, it don't be for our back, rain never fall. Now, early so this year, will be for Bangui people.
Sons and daughters of the Ngoketunja division, together with members of the Northwest House of Chiefs, Saturday visited the newly enthroned Fon of Baba One, His Royal Majesty Fon Fue Kangape II.
Coming here with Vambalang people, coming here, he was my running mate for the elections into the Regional Assembly of the Northwest Region, and subsequently we became members of the House of Chiefs, where I am president today. It was very pertinent for us to pay this visit to our new colleague to condole with him and the entire Baba community.
The visit was used as an opportunity to show solidarity and support to the new monarch and also preach peace and unity in the division.
And I'm very happy about what has happened here. This is a sign of the unity that we want, for peace that we want to come within us. The strangeness is peace. And when we come together for this type of wonderful ceremony to show the disappearance of our father and also the appearance of our new father, a sign of the spirit of oneness is our major plan of action now to make sure that Ngoketunja come back to normalcy.
The elite also advised the young Fon to depend on God Almighty for direction as he takes the baton of command to lead a village with over 30,000 people.
That he should know that his father left him a legacy which he must follow. And in order to do that, he needs to ask for guidance from God. He needs wisdom.
Your Majesty, you are there. Put your trust in God. If you put your trust in God, God will never fail you.
Members of the Baba One royal family expressed their gratitude towards such sign of love and solidarity.
Delegation led by the President of the House of Chiefs and the one led by the President of the Ngoketunja Development Association coming to comfort us. It is something money cannot replace. And of course you have in front of you a young Fon, a Fon who is barely 9 years old. This kind of love is needed to encourage him to succeed.
The high-level visit, which took place at the residence of the Baba One Fon in Colbison neighborhood in Yaoundé, comes just 4 months after the coronation of the 9-year-old Fon Fue Kangape II.